Hello basketball friends, welcome to my SportStream channel. In this opportunity I bring you the simulation of this exciting basketball game in the best league of the world, the NBA. To all lovers of this beautiful sport, I regret to say that I don't broadcast the video of the game live, but from time to time I stream my favorite team's game, the Dallas Mavericks, or a crucial game for the playoffs, teams in the top of the classification, or postseason games. I hope you join me in this simulation with the NBA 2K game engine, because the end of the game will be amazing. And we will not know the winner until the end of the game, so don't miss this simulation because it will be unpredictable. Thanks, and I will leave you with the game. Y para todos mis amigos de habla hispana, en esta oportunidad les traigo la simulación de este emocionante juego de baloncesto en la mejor liga del mundo, la NBA. Para todos los amantes de este hermoso deporte, lamento decir que no transmito el video del partido en vivo, pero de vez en cuando transmito los juegos de mi equipo favorito, los Dallas Mavericks, o un juego crucial de playoffs, o equipos en lo más alto de la clasificación, o juegos de postemporada. Espero que se unan a mí en esta simulación con el motor de juego NBA 2K, porque el final del juego será asombroso y no conoceremos al ganador hasta el final del juego. Así que no se pierdan esta simulación porque será impredecible. Gracias y te dejo con el juego.
We'll ever see another 7'3" player who can drain the three like Porzingis. He takes the idea of that inside-outside threat to a whole nother level.
Stolen by Cantor. Hardaway against Beal. Porzingis, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Oubre's check in for Dwight Howard. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morris a screen. Wall passes to Morris. Over Cantor. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Okay, look, if you're going to foul Morris, you got to foul him hard. When you don't, he uses his muscle to finish open.
Smith checked in for Washington.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
The shot's good from Cantor.
If you let him get that deep, this is what you can expect.
Yeah, well, with his toughness and skills in there, it's a rough problem to fix.
Outside, Wall from the baseline. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Tie game in Washington. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Teams you were on were so good at passing at every position. Just what is needed to build a kind of offense that does pass the ball like that, that's as fluid as that?
Well, two things. You have to have the offensive system, and then I think you have to have players with the skill set. You know, you can't really be a good passer if you're not a good scorer, because everybody's just going to stay back off of you and deny their man. But when you're a pretty good scorer, everyone has to watch you just as much as they watch their man, because you're just as much of a threat with the ball as you are passing. So I would say there we had guys that really could move the ball, that really could shoot the ball, so they were a threat, and all they had to do was be kind of a decoy. Pump fake, attack the basket, draw another guy, and then pass it to a guy that's willing to shoot. Unselfishness is a big trait, too, that you have to have. Guys that like seeing their teammates score, guys that enjoy seeing their other players get involved into the game. That's really important.
Wow, what a great breakdown. Here are the five New York has to start here in the second. They've got Porzingis. Hardaway is out there with Ntilikina. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Knox in at the 3 spot. Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Howard's checked in for Jason Smith. And Porter subbed in for Oubre. Here's the kid, guarded by Porter. The feed to Hardaway. New York moving it around. Shot clock at 6. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Green. Bradley Beal comes in for Meeks. And John Wall subbed in for Austin Rivers.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, and he reads it all the way, has that slide court awareness you have to be mindful of.
Porzingis can't hit.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jump.
Wall dishes to Porter. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Porter's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Knicks lead by 2.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with... Here's Ntilikina. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Porter and Morris are the forwards. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Here's Ntilikina. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Ntilikina's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Knicks.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And that one's good by Porter.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
In a draft stock with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true, pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Washington making some changes. Oubre's checked in for Howard. Jody Meeks comes in for Porter. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here's Morris. Excellent D from Cantor.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Pass to Knox. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
I tell you, Ntilikina has his head on a swivel, always looking to find the open teammate.
And so it's the New York Knicks in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be back with you shortly. Wizards trailed by 9, and on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Ntilikina out there with Hardaway. Then it's Enes Kanter, and there's Porzingis, and it's Knox in at the 3. Hardaway against Rivers. Kept alive by Washington. Green, the screen. Kicks it to Rivers. Green with a screen on Hardaway. 6 to shoot to the inside. Another shot, and Kanter pulls it down.
He loses concentration at the moment of truth and blows the layup.
Passes it to Knox. They double him with Green. There's the dish to Kanter. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Kanter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. Washington, new group out there now. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Wall attacking. Sinks that one from the post.
I like that intensity. Wall won't be denied on these type of drives to the rim.
Now the Knicks with it. Outside Hardaway. Porzingis sets the pick for Hardaway. There's a screen by Cantor. Outside, Porzingis. He dishes it to Cantor over Howard. Cantor's shot is off. And Washington has possession. 9-point game. On the wing, Morris. Back to Porter. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Howard. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. Here's Ntilikina. And so it's the Knicks with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Audio Jungle.